understanding of life is not complete yet. We have not understood the life completely. We only have understood the life to some extent. We are still unable to resolve many of the diseases, especially the human diseases. And many of the diseases are actually treated in a blind manner. Life is a dynamic system of interconnected and interrelated biochemical reactions. A cell is a factory of biomolecules. If you take a living organism, there are so many millions and billions of reactions taking place at any given point of time in each and every cell. And all these reactions are interrelated and interconnected. And they're all made up of only some set of chemicals. And understanding these chemicals in a quantitative way is what is bioinformatics. The cell is made up of chromosomes or chromatin. We together call it as a genome. And the genome is made up of genes. Genes are nothing but DNA. And the genes contain information regarding the structure of a protein. Genes contain instructions for making proteins. So based on the information that is available on genes, proteins are made in a cell. And proteins either act alone or act in groups to perform many cellular functions. So most of the cellular functions in a cell or an organism are performed by the proteins. So you can see the sequence: genome, some set of all genes. Genes will undergo transcription, translation to produce proteins. Proteins will attribute to function, and these are what are called traits. So this is the pyramid of life. The life is made up of three fundamental units which are studied in bioinformatics in a quantitative manner. The base or the foundation is genes, that is the genomics or genome. So some set of all genes is called genome. Study of genome is called genomics. They say there are about 30,000 genes. It is still lesser than that now. And these 30,000 genes will give us 10,000 proteins. And these 10,000 proteins are made up of 1,400 chemicals. That's it. That is what is life. What is life? The interaction between 30,000 genes, 10,000 proteins, and 1,400 chemicals. Now we have three branches: genomics, very well established; proteomics, it is still being established now; metabolomics, it is the future; and there is one more, omics, that is cytomics, which is still to be started and still to take off. Okay, so this is what is the summary of life and summary of bioinformatics. So bioinformatics takes us from gene to gene structure to gene function and beyond. It will give you a complete account of what is life. All right, and with the help of it, what we can understand is we can understand the structure of proteins in a better way. And also, we'll be able to understand the diseases in a better way. Also, we'll be able to find out the remedy or drug against a particular disease. Bioinformatics will also help us in understanding protein structure, protein folding, conservation, different organisms. We can also predict the structure of proteins. We can also predict the functions of proteins. So with the help of all this knowledge, what we can do is we can understand the root cause of a disease. So that's called drug target. And also we can develop a specific drug against that particular disease. There are so many diseases which are caused by single gene, and all these single gene diseases can be cured by gene therapy. But yet, even today, we are unable to cure many of these single gene disorders, diseases by gene therapy. That is because we have not understood the life properly. We still have to understand a lot. I'll give one simple example. We have thalassemia, a genetic disorder, single gene genetic disorder. And it can be cured by gene therapy. There is a mechanism, there is a method, there is a therapy for thalassemia. But the cost is 10 to 12 crores. It is not affordable for a common man. So what is the role of bioinformatics is to make this therapy affordable. The cost of genomics was 3 billion US dollars in 2003 when Human Genome Project was published. But because of the advancements in bioinformatics, the cost of sequencing has now come down to about $1,000. Scientists are now trying to bring it down to about $100. So that is one major step, and that is one major contribution of bioinformatics in understanding the mechanism of life. And this will help us in curing most of the genetic disorders by gene therapy.